Hi, this is going to be a little bit different from the normal. I put timestamps in case you want to skip around, and if you do, that's okay, I don't blame you. This is a game called Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and it is a game that means a lot to me. It's one of the few games that I had, and it's the only Final Fantasy game that I've played. I find a lot of the themes and story aspects beautiful. The only problem is that I've never beaten it, and that's why we're here. Hopefully it's okay that I'm quiet for this opening section.
Dreaming of the stars on high that speak to me in secret sighs, drifting on a breeze, only I can feel and hear. Could it be the sacred wind that's calling me to now begin to walk into the dark, carrying the light of tomorrow? The beating of the wings up high, beyond the earth, beyond the sky. Come now, don't hesitate, don't look back, we've got to go now. Don't fear, you'll be safe from now on. Morning star watching all around. Deep inside, so silently, my heart was beat. Deep inside of me, memories flickering and shimmering on endlessly. Keeping close to the path, morning sky watching all around. Moving over endless mountains of the height, walking to the light. Your heart will see the path, and you will find the way. Just wait and see, over endless sky, also high. Tomorrow will follow and behold your promises today. Just wait and see.
Come, let us record your adventures in this journal. It shall be known as the Crystal Chronicles, but first, we must know the name of your hometown. So, this is a game about setting off on an adventure. I always traveled around 20 to 30% of the game before I eventually got stuck because I was a dumb child and I had no idea where to go. The default name is Tifa, and I think I'm okay with that name. Year 1. The morning of my departure was here at last. I tried to brace myself for the journey ahead. There was a long field along the main road where I decided to camp until sunrise. Tomorrow I set out in search of myrrh. So, we should get started. I think this is one of the cooler parts of Crystal Chronicles. If you want to go on an adventure, you have to create your own characters. You are able to play with 4 players, all of which could see their own individual screens on a Game Boy Advanced. The downside to that system is that It costed like $1,000 if you wanted to get that set up. And ain't nobody but Nintendo had that kind of money. But man, was I jealous. One of the things that I find really beautiful is that we can pick from different classes and characters. I think we get an image of them. Yeah, look at that. All of them have like a different look to them. We're going to just scroll through a bunch of these just so you can see how they look. It allowed you to pick the tribe and what kind of outfit they would have. Now, I'm pretty sure the tribes also matter to some degree. Some are better at magic, some are better at close range combat. And if you really wanted to, you can go out of your way to min-max these. Same with choosing a family trade. Maybe you'll get a blacksmith and they can make stuff for you, or you'll get like a fisherman and they'll give you fish. I don't know. And if you want to min-max it, there are certain things you can do, but I'm not going to do that because it doesn't matter what this family does. I love them anyways. The day has come. Every single one of us looks forward to the coming of the Mer. Not just the Mer, of course. We'll count the days until your return. Don't come crying back to the village, you hear? I want to go traveling too. It's okay, Polly. Maybe one day. We all pray for your safe return. Take care. Kara, the merchant's daughter, is sent out by her father, Arion, her mother Christy, her sister Minty, and her sister Polly. Huh. I wish I kind of knew what the sisters' names were so I could match that E at the end. Carrie, maybe? Carrie could have worked. Okay, so we start off in the Tipa Peninsula, and this is kind of the main gimmick of Crystal Chronicles. As you go through your adventure, you're going to run into different people doing different things. Hail, fellow caravaner. You are the caravan from Tipa, are you not? I heard they're sending out a new caravan, and you seem quite capable. My name is Solrach. I am the captain of the caravan from the great fortress at Alphataria. Our caravan boasts a history that stretches back thousands of years. But let's discuss that some other time. Stiltzkin, do you have a moment? This is the caravan from Tipa. Come on, say hello. Allow me to introduce you Stiltzkin. He may not look like it, but he's a seasoned adventurer. Even we turn to him for some counseling from time to time. No, I'm just a Moogle that likes to get around. I learned all sorts of things from my travels before I knew it. I'm on my way somewhere right now, but I can teach you a thing or two if you'd like. Yeah, teach me. By the way, are you setting off all by yourself? You don't gotta call me out like that. I don't have the 4 Game Boys. You've got a lot on your shoulders, Kupo. Let me carry the crystal chalice for you, Kupo. Yes, a capital proposal. Let Mog help you. Well, let's find a better spot. Here's where we enter the tutorial, and I don't know if we need to learn how to fight, but there's some info about the world that I think is interesting. About the world, miasma and crystals. Our world is covered in miasma. Sustained contact with miasma gradually drains away your life. Crystals protect us from miasma. Towns big and small each maintain a crystal to hold it at bay. You see, crystals must be purified with myrrh at least once a year or they lose their brilliance. Crystal caravanners like you journey to seek out that myrrh. Drops of myrrh are gathered in the crystal chalice. The chalice not only carries the myrrh, but it also protects the caravan from miasma. The goal of your journey is to find myrrh trees all over the world, and you guessed it, your path to the myrrh trees are blocked by hordes of monsters. You need to fill up your chalice with myrrh before bringing it back to your village, but each tree only yields a tiny drop of myrrh at once. So you must find several myrrh trees in order to fill your chalice with myrrh. Once you draw myrrh from a tree, it can take as long as 2 years for it to replenish itself. So you gotta keep looking for other trees. About the world, miasma streams and hotspots. Great torrents called streams of miasma cut through the world, dividing it into sections. Each miasma stream possesses a certain element. To cross a stream and enter the lands beyond, you must change your crystal's chalice element to match that of the stream. There are 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and wind. If you're trying to cross a stream of fire, your chalice better have fire too. You can tell what your chalice's current element is by the color of its aura. So how do you change a chalice's element? Well, you can place the chalice on platforms called hotspots. Doing so will change the element of your chalice to the one in the hotspot. Once your chalice's element matches that of the stream you want to cross, you can go ahead and rush through. Also, once you've drawn myrrh from a particular place, you can change your element by simply visiting that place again. Now, even though this game is multiplayer, I don't really consider this to be a good multiplayer game, simply because it's very cutscene and dialogue heavy. If anything, don't treat this as like Smash Bros. You're gonna treat this as like a D&D session. And honestly, when I thought about it like that, it made so much more sense. I'm pretty sure that Final Fantasy was to some degree inspired by D&D. And yeah, that makes sense. We're on a caravan going on this epic adventure. It has a very specific pacing that allows you to go on certain adventures and then pause and take a break. Speaking of going on an adventure, we gotta get out of here. Bye, Mog. Okay, first location, the River Belle Path.
They say that wicked creatures prowl the road along this beautiful riverbank, but nobody's ever seen one. I once asked a man why. He simply replied, because anybody who happens upon one is promptly eaten. But it is long since anyone has met such a fate. For nowadays, people take another route, far away from the spooky old road. Only we walk the old way now, travelers in crystal caravans.
I absolutely love the voice actress. There is such an emphasis on the adventure and history of this location. A common pathway now filled with monsters that is only taken by people in crystal caravans. To the right, we have the roundabout route, and to the left, we have the scenic route. Can we also take time to appreciate the music? It is one of my favorite aspects of this game. We're gonna go the scenic route. Hi, monster. You're dead. To be fair, he picked up a rock, alright? I was defending myself. We're gonna do a lot of killing, but they're also trying to kill me, so I think it's pretty fair. There's a lot of these gates that are blocking off a lot of the routes in the River Belle Path. And I don't think it's explicit, but it probably wasn't the people who made these gates, but rather the monsters, considering that the item that we pick up from them is the one that is used to open the path. So on the left we took the scenic route, but if we go to the right, we can see that we lower a bridge here in this section. Ta-da! You lowered half the bridge. The only problem is that if you want to lower the other half of the bridge, you gotta go all the way around. And once we lower this section of the bridge, well, what's the point? We're already on the other side, right? That's a little bit silly. Once we leave that area, I think the bridge automatically gets back up. So if you're replaying the stage, you're gonna have to do that every single time. At most, I like to do it and imagine that future caravanners can get across. But who knows? Along the path, there are these pots that you can pick up that I don't think I ever use because I'm too small-brained, but I think maybe this one has oil in it, and if you throw fire on it, you can like get it to burn. Let's see if I can do something like that. Shabam! Yeah, see, and then it catches on fire. And they don't go towards it. I don't know. It's not worth it, I think. Maybe if you were smart enough to set up a combo or have other people playing, then you could maybe burn your teammate. And then it'll be useful. While we're here, I should note that there's technically a Switch version of this game. You don't have to play this on the GameCube. In fact, that kind of helps out with the whole multiplayer problem. Now you don't need 4 Game Boy Advances. Now you just need 4 Switches. Solution to some, problem to others. I'm tired, Kupo. It's your turn. So the biggest drawback of single player is that somebody has to carry the crystal chalice. And for us, that means we're stuck with Mog. Mog carries the chalice, but after a while they get tired and they don't want to carry it anymore, so they become really slow. I have a love-hate relationship with Mog. On the one hand, I think it's nice that I have to actually carry the chalice from time to time, but there we go. On the other hand, Mog immediately tells me, hey, let me carry the chalice for you, Kupo. So are you tired of carrying the chalice, or do you want to carry the chalice? You keep changing your opinion every 5 seconds, and I don't like it, Mog. We have hit another crossway. To the right we have the Moogle house, and to the left we have extreme danger, Kupo. Yeah, that sure looks dangerous. Let's go to the right first. Oh, a caravaner, Kupo. There's no mertree here, Kupo. Sorry, we can't offer you anything, Kupo. We just moved here, so we really got nothing to offer, Kupo. So in every level, there are hidden Moogles, and if you find them, they give you like a little stamp, and it's cute, and I don't think it really does anything. Maybe you get to play like a little mini game, but that's about it. Alright, it is very dangerous danger time. Let's go in. Yeah, there in the background we see the mertree. But oh no, I wonder what could be in the way of that giant mertree. Perhaps it's in this waterfall that we keep panning to. Let the fight begin. Oof. Ah, okay, that was a hard bonk. If I'm fighting the boss, I like to put the chalice down because the last thing I want is for Mog to run out of stamina and for me to get stuck outside of the range. That being said, this fight and almost every fight afterwards shouldn't really be that hard. You have a ton of food, all of which gives you also stat boosts. You should get at least one phoenix down on your way to this fight. And I like to kill every single enemy just to get all the drops. Because, let me tell you, this game's gonna get grindy, and I'm gonna cut all that part out for you. Oh, last hit, let's make it a strong one. Kabam! Got him. Rest in peace, giant crab. If you weren't a monster that disintegrates into a million pieces and blows up, you could have fed an entire village. There is a specific calming atmosphere that is gained when obtaining myrrh. I'm probably just going to show this once and then we'll cut it from every point onwards because, oh man, will this also get repetitive. That is the biggest charm and the biggest flaw of Crystal Chronicles. Also, I don't think we ever explained this, but that liquid should not be able to be contained in that chalice. Like, it should be spilling everywhere. At the end of every adventure, we get a different letter from a different person in our family, and sometimes not even our family. This time we got a letter from Roland, who I don't think is a part of our family. I think they're like the old guy in the village. How is everything? You may be facing hardships that drag your spirits down, but always remember that the caravan gives hope to us all. May you return safely, Kara. I'm doing fine. Would you like some fish? Would you like some fish? That's it. That's my letter. You gotta go take it with you, Kupo. Take the fish. Bye-bye. Okay, so I believe that every time you complete one of these levels, you're able to gain something, whether that's magic or a command slot or strength, etc., etc. And you're going to have to grind every level at least 2 to 3 times, maybe even more, because you're going to need to rank up not even your health, but like that damage. And I'm not going to make you suffer through that. We're going to skip that. I wound my way through the vivid green hills and followed the path to reach the River Belle. All my tension seemed to flow away with the River Belle's serene currents. As I pressed onwards, I slew many goblins. I soon saw a rainbow over a great waterfall. Who could have known that I would fight the giant crab surrounded by such beauty? These diary entries give us a little bit more perspective into what the character is feeling. I don't know if I'm going to read all of them, but they're pretty good to look back in retrospect and be like, hey, I experienced that. Have you heard of the Black Knight? They say that he's on a journey to master the art of the swordsman. Few these days ever set out to better themselves. You would do well to master something before your journey ends. Oof, and ain't that something? Really makes you think about life, huh? What do you plan on improving in your life, huh? I don't know yet. I came across a caravan from Alphataria today. The town was already abuzz with the talk of the Black Knight, but Sol had more tales to tell. Sol spoke with such enthusiasm that he actually seemed to admire him. It is astonishing how quickly the word of the Black Knight has spread in spite of the way miasma isolates every town. Let's go to Port Tipa. Okay, I just want to explore a little bit of the landscape, and I've exited the level. I don't know why, but it's so easy to accidentally leave the game. I wish there... Alright, third time in this actual section. Oh man. Yeah, there's a whole I'm gonna walk past it. This feels like it's a me thing. I wanna explore, and so the first thing I always think is, hey, what if I went the opposite direction of where I think the game wants me to go? And that ends up messing me up so much. So this is the tutorial section, and there's a nice little dock here. But we can't do anything here, not even fish. We can go into this hole though, hop in, and heyo, Moogle spot. Here's where we can paint and trim Mog. I'm pretty sure it does something. Like if you trim them, maybe it makes them more resistant to the heat, and different colors give them different effects or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest, I only found out about that last week. I've never used Mog enough to care. Nice. We can also ask this Moogle for a Mog stamp. These were the little stamps I was talking about. They're not important, but it's incentive to visit all of their homes. And I think that is adorable. All right. Bye, Moogles. Hello there. You're the caravan from Tipa, aren't you? You've come a long way. Why isn't it a fine day today? I hope your journey is as bright as the sky is now. But crops don't grow without rain. Oh, all right then. I hope your journey has some rain too. Hopefully you'll grow throughout your travels and end up stronger than when you started. May that be true for both of our caravans. Well, they seem pretty nice. Alright, let's enter the miasma stream. I think the miasma stream, to this day, still feels intimidating. Confound it, a miasma stream. I can't stand these things. They're so irritating. We Moogles aren't fazed by miasma, but these places still gives us the creeps. But for you people, the danger of the miasma is on your minds, right? Travel would be more pleasant if we didn't have to worry about places like this. On the other hand, it would be pretty dull without a challenge now and then. These streams can be a bother, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I don't think that's entirely true, Moogle, but you have good intentions. Anyways, we need the correct element to pass through the miasma stream, and if we have it, shabam! Even with the protection that it grants you, you're still being pushed and pulled along with the stream. The miasma stream. Many caravans have passed through, and now I follow in their tracks. Someday, others will follow me. I feel like I have become a small part of history. I like the variety in some of these cutscenes. Sometimes we get a giant lore dump exposition on the Black Knight or the miasma stream, and then other times, silly goblin chase time. After eating, I was prepared to set off when suddenly the Lilties ran by, in hot pursuit of a monster. They were probably from Mars Pass, that village that has been home to blacksmiths, so they were probably getting materials. Speaking of which, we should probably go to Mars Pass. It is kind of like a mixture between a city and a town. I feel like it's not quite a city, but it has enough people coming and going for it to feel lively. Welcome, young one, to Mars Pass. Rest for the long road ahead. Been to the Jagon River? Looks like that ferryman set off again. He always leaves me stranded. That's rough, kid. Or maybe you're not a kid. I can't tell, if I'm being honest. My father-in-law was a renowned blacksmith, but my husband is no such thing. That's that's a little brutal. I heard a customer say that there's not much business out here. Things are dire indeed. The soil here is quite dry, so it's tough to raise flowers. I feel like we're getting a good glimpse into what exactly this location is like. It is like a pit stop in between other locations, like Alphataria and the Jagon River, so perhaps that's why it's struggling. Though apparently there's a lot of blacksmiths here. If it's armor you need, you've come to the right place. I am the best blacksmith around. So this is all the stuff I have. Some armor is designed for specific characters, and some is designed for anyone. I don't think I really need armor right now, but I mean, I got money to spend, why not? One customer said that people have grown chronically forgetful as of late. I knew we were due for another epidemic. Mass forgetfulness, huh? What a world. Yet another best blacksmith. I feel like they're lying. You both cannot be the best. I've been trying to steer more customers to our shop, but all of our sales haven't grown at all. We crisscross the countryside hawking all sorts of things. Oof, these are 5,000. I don't know about that, Chief. In fact, all of this is kind of pricey, man. I don't know about that. No wonder people haven't been buying. I'm not either. Yeah, see ya. All right, let's dive in to the mushroom forest.
When I was was a child, I once asked my mother, where did I come from? She answered, why, we all sprouted from the mushroom forest, of course. Nightmares soon haunted my sleep. I dreamt that I was lost among the toadstools. I awoke in tears, but felt the warmth of my mother's embrace as she comforted me. It is something I still remember to this day.
I think about this narration on a daily basis. The Rivervale path? Yeah, that one makes sense. We're talking about how people come and go across the river and how they don't do that anymore. But the mushroom forest? This one is talking about a little girl who learns that she was born from mushrooms. That is so out of left field. It's weird. Like, is her mother gaslighting her? Is this world building and this is how people are actually born in this world? Is it racist to say that lilities kinda look like mushrooms? Maybe this is just common folklore around this area. There is a town right next to the mushroom forest. On the other hand, what if we're not talking about the humans in this world, but the monsters? A lot of the monsters do appear plant-like in nature. Perhaps that's what we're describing. Maybe this is something that would make more sense if you've played all the other Final Fantasy games. And because I've only played this one, I don't have the context? Oh, maybe I'm looking at this from a human-centric perspective. Maybe lilities and other tribes were born differently. Oh, I'm racist. Look, you're 26 minutes into this. You are too deep to back out now. Maybe the myrrh acts as like another spark to create life, if that makes sense. Can you guess whether or not it's boss time? I'll give you a hint. They only play this soundtrack when there's the boss. And see, it's sucking up the mushroom life. I'm telling you, there's some weird connection here. Lore. Bottom text. I am almost certain that this game is substantially harder with more players. Not because it's harder to fight anyone, but I'm pretty sure you would crash into other players, thereby making you get hurt. Because you can beat this entire level without ever taking one bit of damage. Now I'm doing the lazy attack, which is trying to find the most effective spell, and I'm just gonna spam that over and over again. I feel like I should have seen this coming. Ironically, it is fire. Who would have known that in a story where we constantly are talking about plant life and how everything looks like a plant, the answer to how to kill a plant boss would be fire. Bye-bye, boss. Burn. Burn. And just like that, another drop of myrrh is obtained. Hi, Moogle. Let's see who this letter is from. Oh, this letter is from Cher's mother, Christy. So how does it feel like to be out on the road? We miss you very much. Is there anything you need out there? Don't hesitate to ask for anything you need, alright? I need more food, I need more money, I need more love. That's really cute. Alright, I also gotta send an item. What can I send? I'm not good at this. What would they like? Let's send them an apple. Yeah, go for it. Have a striped apple. Why not? I'm a terrible gift giver. They're gonna be like, what is this? It's rotten by the time it got here. If we go left of the Mars Pass, we enter the Jagon River. The Jagon River? I'm a butcher that a lot of times. To the right, we have the Iron Mine Downs. To the left, we have the pier of the Jagon River. It sure is a pier. Again, we cannot fish here. Mars Pass. This land was once home of the lilities. With iron weapons they wrought here, they once ruled the entire world. Now this place is but a small town at the crossroads. Time washes everything. Joy, agony, everything. That's kind of dark, Chara. Hey, it's another goblin. Hey, what was he gobbling up? Hey, he took a little thing with him. Hey, there's the little tease. You're a little bit behind, buddy. Ah, blasted thing. He got away. Hey, it's the caravan from Tipa. Did you see where the monster ran? We've been trying to chase it all day, but it's always one step ahead of us. We're trying to grab any items it might have. I can't wait to see what it's carrying. Just the other day, we went after a flan. Very cool, little tease. I'm gonna go down into the mine of cathurige.
When the grandfather of my grandfather's grandfather was still a child, no one in this land could challenge the might of the Lilties. They forged weapons of iron to bring the world under their dominion. But eventually, the mine was exhausted, and the Lilties' unstoppable conquest ground to a halt. The Lilties' ambition vanished along with the iron. They abandoned the mine, where monsters now thrive.
What a powerful and somber location to explore. Let's just try to dissect the first sentence of the narrator's story. When the grandfather of my grandfather's grandfather was still a child. In this sentence, we could have easily just said a long time ago. In fact, there are a ton of different ways to say a long time ago. Before I was born, long before I could remember, ages nearly long forgotten. But I always think about this sentence because we tried to humanize the past. It is not just long ago. This is a very specific time period in the past. This entire location, from story to atmosphere, is all about the reign and downfall of Lilties. We heard some other history in a bit of the diary entries, and even now, we still see Lilties have a large presence as the dominant military force. Not one cutscene ago were they chasing a goblin, and before that, they were chasing another goblin. When we left town, the first people we came across were some Liltie guards. And they're the ones who wanted to teach us how to fight. Despite the story saying that long ago, Lilties ran out of iron and could no longer conquer the world, they are still the overwhelming force in this world, even centuries later. If this is how the Lilties are in the alleged downfall, it only paints a more detailed picture of all the events that happened when Lilties were at their highest, back when the grandfather of my grandfather's grandfather was still a child. Because this place was an abandoned mine and there's still plenty of crates and chests left, I wonder if it was possible for monsters to obtain the weaponry that was left here. And that's why a lot of the characters here are heavily armed, unlike the Mushroom Forest where almost everyone is exclusively a plant creature. Sheesh, man, look at this guy. This man is buff. And he's dead. I love how some of the tracks in here look labyrinthian in nature. Like, there's no way these railroad tracks make any actual sense. And yet, here they are. All right, baby, it's boss time. It is yet a bigger minion. Whoa, whoa, but he's like Omega big, so he's like the big bad guy. All right, let's kill him. Now you do kind of have to worry about this boss, and by that I mean, not really, but like maybe you want to worry about him. And that's because when you get him low enough, he starts to do this. And I'm pretty sure if you just let him charge up for a good while, he'll explode. And you'll all be dead. And I don't know why, actually. Because, I mean, you're just letting me get free punches in, aren't you? Honestly, that's on you. You weren't gonna win anyways, but like now you Omega lost. And now don't you look silly. Ta-da! We have a full chalice. It actually looks really gorgeous. Again, it still doesn't make any sense why all of the water doesn't just flow out of that cup. Maybe it's the crystal that has like some kind of magical element, you know? Who am I to judge? It's magic. Mail time. Who is this from? Oh, it's from Chera's mother again. Christy. Love question mark? You miss our love? Oh my, you poor, poor child. Oh, now that kind of makes me feel a little guilty. I'll survive, mother. I'll be fine. Okay, what do we send today, huh? How about some rainbow grapes? That's it, you're getting rainbow grapes. No talk backsies. There you go. Bye-bye. And since it has now been an entire year since we've been out in the caravan, we come home to give them the myrrh. So for the most part, everyone stands here while the boomer of the town talks. And in the foreground, we have all of the journal entries, which I've been reading out, so I'm not going to read it. But still, we get to see what is a very important aspect of this culture. She raises her fire, and we do a little magical enchantment recital. And there we go. The crystal is as good as new. And now everybody gets to celebrate for a whole new year of living. And now you get to see everyone dancing around now that they don't have to worry about the crystal anymore. I find this really charming. I don't remember this part. I'm not even sure if I've ever played an entire year. Tiba's Caravan. Year 2. A lot of this game is cyclical in nature, and with that means that the miasma streams are going to rotate every year. So instead of the first one needing water, it now needs fire. Hello, Roland. I've been hearing of a man called the Black Knight. They say he's up to no good, so be careful. We've been hearing a lot about the Black Knight. Come back home and show us your smile once in a while. Thanks, Gran. Well, how was your first year out there? Before you set out again, there is something that I must tell you. Be sure to come back, even if you can't fill up your chalice with myrrh. There once was a young fool who sought to clean the world of miasma. Now miasma remains, while nobody knows what's become of the boy. Every one of us is bound to fate. Straying from your destiny will only invite danger. Remember these words. You must return to Tipa. Now farewell. Well, guess we better set out, huh? Hail, caravaner! Hey, it's Curach. Greetings and good day. That's nice of him. Early this morning, I passed a caravan from Alphataria. They proudly marched right past me. I must admit, they were an impressive sight. So one of the things that I'm realizing is that a lot of these places I can't actually get myrrh from anymore because, well, we've already been here. For example, we were just at the mines and the myrrh tree is grayed out. We can't really go to that yet. We never really got a chance to go to this section though, which is the Vale of Alphataria. Hello! Have you had any luck finding myrrh? We filled our entire chalice, so we're going back home. That reminds me, we don't need this anymore. So go on, take it. You have received a weapon. Alright, let's enter the moschet manor. I hope I said that right.
Moschet was starving, so he ordered his Tonberry chefs to make dinner right away. But when Maggie awoke from her nap, she was furious to find the table bare. "How dare you forget my dinner?" she bellowed at her husband. Jack knew the trouble he was in, so he demanded the chefs make great haste. But, as always, they took their own good time.
It was moschet, not musket. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to equip the sword. I don't think I ever... There it is! That's the new sword. Look at how beautiful that sword is. I never got far enough to get a new weapon, so this is new for me. Anyways, this whole story is about the moschet manor and how Jack was starving. It is, I think, one of the weirder stories to tell, in part because it just feels so unrelated and yet related to the story at the same time. We're also going to be waiting for a bit because you have to wait for a specific toggleable in order to get through here. So let's keep talking about the moschet manor, shall we? I wish these things were toggleable via an activity like using fire or blizzard on this certain section, but instead it is connected to what tribe you're a part of. And you have to wait for your tribe symbol to appear there or else you just won't be able to get in. And that's a little bit weird. I like the moschet manor because it has two implications. Either one, we're the bad guys, Since all we really want is the Mertry and we don't know where it is, we end up going around killing everyone in order to find it, which makes us the bad guys. That means the moschet manor could have been here for a long time, and then after a bit of time, the Mertry appeared right in this manor. Option 2. The Mertry was here first, and the moschet manor was constructed around it. Because there's a lot of crystal caravanners who travel to find myrrh, it's possible that the monsters designed this entire place with the sole purpose of killing and eating the people who came here, which in that case makes us, the good guys? Can we read any of the books in here? Oh! Soon after the coming of miasma, terrible fiends began to appear. Trees of myrrh began to yield their due only after miasma deluged the world. Long ago, there was no miasma, nor monsters. Our folks were blessed with a crystal's aura. Interesting. Really quick, can we talk about the decor of this location? There are nicely organized tables and chairs and fruits. Wait a second, does this one appear? This one has like an entire aquarium. That's pretty cool. Like, for as much as they're monsters, they are clearly sophisticated in some degree. If we consider option 2, they built this entire manor. And, well, that's a pretty interesting feat. Wait a second, under this table we can examine something. It was here. It was here a second ago. There it is. You find a hole under the table. Let's crawl in. Ta-da! Hi, Boogle. I don't know why you're here, actually. It seems pretty weird, but you do you. Free food, actually. This room is very pretty. Look, it even has like a nightstand with a picture on it. Oh! Let's go over here. There's free treasure. You obtained some lady's accessories. We can use those. We'll feel pretty. Well, you don't appear to be hostile right now, but you do look pretty threatening. We're gonna leave you alone for now. Bye-bye, lady. Hope you don't try to kill me later. Okay, so in the moschet manor, you have to kill all of the little green servant dudes, and if you miss one, it's gonna be hard to... There you are, you... Are you kidding me? This boy was hiding in here. He didn't want to get killed. Too bad. So we gotta kill all of the 10 chefs around here, and then once we do that, we can actually fight the boss. And if you miss one, you gotta go find him, and that's why it's tedious. We killed their chefs. Look at them. They're ghosts now. Ooh. Their spirits are gone. Oh, they pointed at me? Oh, that's messed up. They snitched. Oh no, don't tell me. You're also gonna come out and fight me? We were homies. We wear the same jewelry because I stole it from you. Alright, so I'm realizing something, which is that every time I try to deal some damage to the big guy, the woman always heals him up. So I gotta kill her first. Sorry, but it's kind of on you. Oh, we got her. Oh, she ran away. Really? That's it? You're done? Wait, where'd she go? Hold on. I'll fight you later. Yeah, she just booked it. She's not here anymore. All right, now we can fight. You better go cry back to your wife. Got him. Oh, he's upset. Oh, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, and you gotta go after your mans. I love how in this one, we don't even win, actually. Like, we don't kill them. They just run away. That's interesting. And the Mertry looks like it's located in some kind of labyrinthian place on the side, not necessarily in the center of the manor, which leads me to believe that it's actually the second option, and they built the manor to lure in people. At least that's what I think. This time, we got a letter from Chara's sister, Polly. Hacho seo arugalagzek Polly. I can see why sister doesn't send many letters. How can I read this? We're gonna send you nothing. She wouldn't even remember if we sent her anything. She's fine. She'll be fine. Polly's okay. This is a wild letter. Bye-bye. How is everything with you? We ran into the Black Knight, you see. I've always wanted to see how strong the warrior really is, so I challenged him. He fought with nothing as disciplined as swordsmanship. He just lunged at us wildly while shouting something. It was like a great storm, terrible and full of wrath. Should you ever see the Black Knight on your travels, stay as far away from him as you can. I came across a caravan from Mars Pass. It was overturned. Few monsters prowl the road, and I've rarely seen such things in my travels. The sight was so bizarre that I merely stared in amazement before it occurred to me to lend a hand. Thankfully, no one was badly hurt. They said they were attacked by the infamous Black Knight. Why would he do such a thing? the lore expands. Let's check out the capital, Alphataria. We've heard a lot of people talking about this place. Come to think of it, did I eat breakfast today? I'm always in clad armor, so I could be someone else and you would never notice. This is by far the biggest crystal we have ever seen in any location. Some Lilties still believe that they rule the world. They always glower at me. I followed the path my father did before me, but I wonder if it's really the right choice. Man, this is a depressing city. Say, I heard the caravan from Mars Pass was attacked. I hope they're alright. You think they're talking about the Black Knight? My father said there's no such thing as a girl blacksmith, so I want to be the first. That's really charming. Hello there, is your elder well? Please send him my regards next time you visit Tipa. So from the looks of it, hi there buddy. Sorry, only residents may pass. So from the looks of it, we can enter the shopping district is what it seems like. What are you doing here? Guess what? I heard that Moogles live in funny locations. I wonder where their homes are. I also wonder, suspicious sewer. That's kind of gross. I don't know if you should live in there. Then again, it is weirdly cozy in here. There is yet another blacksmith. There can't be this many of you. There's simply not enough demand. Didn't you guys run out of iron a couple of centuries ago? Well, what can I fix for dinner today? It's so hard making ends meet. Have you met my husband? I don't remember him at all. Uh-oh. No matter how far you travel, never forget all that your parents have done for you. My mother-in-law is a fine example. I'll never forget the torment she caused me. Okay, to be fair, you forgot what your own husband looked like. If we were to take this as a joke, we could be like, haha, she's so forgetful. And on the other hand, I am kind of worried. One of the main effects of miasma, at least from what the Moogles have told us, is potential memory loss. And with that, we kind of get more questions. I'm selling all of my stuff, by the way. Like, is that why we have a diary? So that we can actually remember all the events that we were in. They say that children take after their parents, but I'd rather not end up like mine. Ooh, nice burn, kid. Sometimes we get a lot of nice burns like that, and sometimes we get stuff like this, where we learn about a location called the Fields of Fum, where they apparently sell you a lot of goods. Year 2, my first visit to Alphataria. Huge buildings, crowded together, lots of strange people hurrying about. To me, they all look the same. They all wear the same hunted expression, as though something is chasing them down. Alright, it is time to enter Tida.
The sun once smiled on this village more than any other. But one day, their crystal's blessing faded. The villagers eagerly awaited their caravan's return. But for them, the crystal would never shine again. It is said that not a single one of them tried to escape. All stood fast, waiting for the caravan, hoping to the very end. After hearing that tale, I felt the weight of my burden like never before.
Oh man, that hit me like a truck. Unlike every other location that we've explored so far, this is a village. We've been to a lot of villages. We've talked to a lot of people in a lot of villages. What makes this one, oh man, I don't know if I can get through this. Man, I can just feel the emotions. Whew. This one feels extremely impactful. The fact that we have waited all the way until now to showcase the impact, the importance of the crystal caravans. You are not only ensuring that you get these crystals, you are not only ensuring that you live for your sake, but if you go down, your entire village goes down with you. At the end of the first year, the elder talked about a boy who traveled in a caravan and didn't return back home. and I can only imagine that they were talking about this place. Not only do we highlight a ton of importance in Tipa. Oh, that one was really close. Sheesh. Okay, let's try not to get ourselves killed. Not only are we highlighting a lot of the importance of Tipa and the caravans, but we're also showcasing just how much faith the people of these villages are putting into the hands of you, the player, the caravan. I do wonder about what happened to that kid. I don't know if we'll ever know. It's possible that a monster could have eaten him, or he just went off on an adventure and either died or couldn't finish it. What worries me is the miasma that has been out there erasing memories. How possible is it for the miasma itself to be the one who takes the person? For him to be alive and just out there, not even aware that this entire thing happened in Tipa village. I like that you can go around this place and kind of understand what it was like before it got overrun. You can see traces of a bridge and some fences to make sure you don't fall off. This looks like it could be a ranch or a boss fight. We're fighting a house monster. That's so weird. I don't care. I don't care. Being in Tipa village just made me realize I just want to go home. I don't want to be here. This place bummed me out. At least this place has a myrrh tree. If only they had a myrrh tree before this whole thing happened. Maybe they did. I don't want to think about it. Get me out of here. They say that the myrrh tree sprouted in Tida after the village fell to ruin. The tree grew from the hopes of the people waiting for the caravan to return home. But at the same time, those hopes also gave rise to Armstrong. Now I understand why caravans try to avoid this place. Yeah, I get it too. Hello there. My papapamas hurt his leg, so I'm stranded here. Could you possibly spare a loaf of bannock? I need to soak it in medicine and apply it. If you can't, a bag of flour would work well too. Yeah, buddy, I got you. It'd be like that sometimes. Alright, that should be enough time for him. You're a mighty fine actor, Kubo. Alright, let's rendezvous with Gramps. We have been scammed. Hey you, old geezer, how'd it go? Got some booty, Kubo? Huh? Kubo? Hey, I'm talking to you. Right, there's no need to shout. I hear you just fine. While you two distract the sucker, I'll sneak up on him and make off with the loot. Yeah, that's right, so, where's the loot? Huh? Don't play dumb with me, you're trying to keep it all for yourself. Uh-oh. What's wrong? How long was I asleep for? Oh, I knew it. That is a really charming and bad band of thieves. I don't think we've ever come across that yet. Hopefully we don't run into them again. We probably will. I was amazed to meet a traveler that didn't belong to any caravan. He was stranded since his papapamas was injured. I lent him some ointment from back home, and in return he showed me his compact crystal, something that I had only heard of. Imagine, a portable crystal. But carrying something like that around is just asking for a visit from a band of... No, he couldn't have been. Oh, but he is. I've never traveled past the Vale of Alphataria. We are now in Velu. Okay, so we kind of enter the edge of the world, it seems. Let's go to Sheila. Why, hello there. Do you wish to cross? Yes, please. It appears you do not have a mark of Sheila. I cannot let you pass. Welp, isn't this awkward? Ooh, okay. I appeared to not be able to purchase a thing here. Well, this seems like it's bad for tourism. Goodbye. All right, guess we enter over here. The sluice. I'm not gonna say that correctly. I folded.
Long ago, peace returned to this tumultuous land, and lilties kept the highways safe. At long last, travelers walked the roads without fear of monsters. The Ukes constructed a great sluice to channel water down from Lake Shella, transforming Jagon Creek into a great river. Over time, the Jagon turned the vast plains of Fum into farmland, thereby providing food to people the world over. To us, this sluice is more precious than anything.
Oh, the soundtrack for this one is beautiful. I've never heard it before. Can we just take a second to appreciate it a little bit more? Okay, so the sluice apparently has a ton of connections. It is like the heart and soul of this entire country. It was the Jagon Creek that turned into the Jagon River, which extends all the way down to our hometown. That's pretty cool. Like here, I'll make a bad drawing of it just to show like how it connects. That's cool. So this specific location is responsible for reaching our own town. Not only does it reach our hometown, but it also connects to the Field of Flums, which we've heard about a little bit, I think in Alphataria, and I don't know where the Field of Flums are, but apparently it managed to create an entire farmland there, which is really interesting. It created an entire ecosystem capable of farming. I love how you can see how flooded everything is, like there's some chest down there inside the water, because maybe it didn't used to be this flooded, but then we did flood it to make the entirety of the Jagon River. Get out of here, bird. Nobody likes birds. Oh, we actually got a mark of Sheila. That means we could actually use it to enter Sheila. Really quick, I love this mechanic where we shoot up an item from a hot spring and then we have to find a way to go over here and pick it up. If you leave the radius, you start taking damage. So it's kind of like, ooh, you gotta go out of the zone and get hurt a little bit if you want that item thing. All right, what's the boss for this one? Lay it on me. Ooh, a golem. I like that we're getting like non-carbon based life forms, you know? It even has like a goofy little smile. Don't look at my chalice. That's mine. I find this golem really interesting because compared to the other creatures, this one understood and seemingly is hostile because I'm after Myrrh. I think the other ones have just been hostile because they're like baddies and we're near its proximity, but this one is actively angry at us when it saw that we had a chalice. That's when it actively became hostile. The fact that it's also like a robot kind of has like implications to it. Like I don't wanna start judging, but could somebody possibly have made one of these creatures with the intent of stopping us from getting sap from that Myrrh tree? Just saying. We didn't talk about the Mark of Sheila, right? But like we were able to obtain a Mark of Sheila, so we can just go into Sheila, I think is what that place was called, which is interesting. It's one of the only locations that actually has kind of like taxes you or like forces you to pay up in order to enter their country. I wonder if marks of Sheila are used for like magical purposes, right? Because if it's found on monsters, then either like some other caravaner died and the monster took the mark of Sheila, or monsters around here just have the mark of Sheila and that is used as like some magical item. So we charge caravanners if they were to come in to acquire a mark of Sheila so that the people inside could use it for something. Oh, now it has a sad face. Yeah, too bad. Sucks to be you. Shouldn't have done that. That's on it. It is now mail time. Hey, from Mother Christie. When you reach the pass, don't forget to drink the water. I hear it's the finest. It may have a bad aftertaste, but you know that means it's good for you. Sure, I'll drink it. What do we send? I think you guys need some money. Let's see, how much? Man, this is a slow way of giving him money. Let's give him 100 G. I think that's good. Is that a lot? Is that not a lot? I don't think I've bought anything yet. I'm sure it's fine. It is now the end of year 2. So we already experienced what happens at the end of every year, and it doesn't seem to be that different from the last year. So I'm just showing you that it happened. Okay, this year's miasma streams are a little bit different. I'm so happy to see you off as you begin your 3rd year. Wasn't sure I'd live long enough. That's kind of depressing, Roland. Last year, I told you of the youth who ran off in hopes of purging miasma from the world. He was a scholarly lad. Even from his childhood days, he always loved his research. He was especially absorbed in the study of an element that rules over the other 4, earth, water, wind, and fire. Perhaps he found clues as he passed through the miasma streams, for he claimed that this element was the key to saving the world. No, that is a story for another time. Forgive my ramblings. You'd best focus on more important things. Remember to come back safely to Tipa. Now farewell. So we're here in the Iron Mine Downs because I wanted to visit the Jagon River. I just like the fact that the sluice is connected to the Jagon River. So I wanted to go ahead and check it out a little bit. And this time there's a ship here. Hello Tristan. Where to, huh? The other side. Sure, I'll go to the other side. Well, that'll cost you 50 gil per head. Sure, because I haven't bought anything, I am unfathomably rich. We shall spend our money on a voyage. Let's go. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Is this why it's 50? It's like right across. I can like swim to the other side. I'm pretty sure it's just like a visual thing. I can see the other side. I'm not rich at all. I just been scammed. That is wild. To be fair, we didn't showcase the fact that we brought our entire caravan over, so we're definitely playing around with a scale, but that is wild. So you want another secret to growing crops, eh? I sure do, buddy. Well, it's all about the soil, right? Soil? Yeah, you can't grow nothing without soil, but you need water too. It's best to leave your water by the crystal overnight. Water? Yeah, of course, you can't grow nothing without water. Wasn't there something else we're forgetting? Let's see, yeah, what was it? You need love, right? Yeah, you need love too. That's really charming. Oh, here's the Field of Thumbs. You know what? That explains it. It's on the other side of the Jagon River. The young folk here work awful hard. Not sure whether they enjoy working or just have nothing fun to do around here. You must have traveled far. Why not try some of our delicious produce from the Fields of Thumb? Everything is 40 gil here. A trip all the way over here costed that much money. Yeah, because I mean 40 gil for everything? Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. I'll pity purchase a rainbow grape. Why not? But that's it. That's all you're getting. The audacity. The monsters hand him out for free. When you kill them. Oh, there's cows here. In our younger days, we traveled the world with a caravan too. We traveled together in a caravan long ago. That's what brought us together. I like the idea that a lot of people traveling on caravans end up together after being on a long adventure and having to rely on someone else. That's really cute. Hello. It's so peaceful out here that I can't relax at all. What a curse. It's too peaceful. What? You want me to buy something? Man, still 5,000 over here? Y'all don't have fluctuating prices or something? At least make it cheaper, man. Make it a steal for me to buy it over here instead of over at Alphataria. We put everything we've got into raising our crops. I hope folks really enjoy them. Man, they really left to guilt trip you over how much they care. I've grown so forgetful lately. Too much work, maybe? Sure. I've never seen a thief, so I've got no idea what one looks like. That is surprisingly innocent, kid. I hope you never find out. I love this village. Were I back in Alphataria, I'd have been listening to Lord Knockafella's grumblings. Hey, it's one of the guards. Hello, guard. It's weird to see you around here, considering there's not much to guard. I may dream of the city, but I know that farming's all I got. That's why I give it my all. That is kind of heartbreaking, actually. If you ever find the apple thief, please let us know. How dare someone steal our livelihood? If I ever find that thief, I'll make sure he pays. I mean, maybe if they weren't such expensive apples. Just bashing on these guys. Look, 40 gil is insane. Either that or that boat trip was extremely cheap. I wonder if I'll be an apple farmer when I grow up. Maybe I'll fret over thieves too. Man, this is a really charming small town. Say, have you heard? A Black Knight has been terrorizing caravans and other travelers. I come out here from Alphataria all the time, so I find that troubling. We live in Alphataria, but my husband has no idea how good city life is. Yeah, look at all the big cows you got over here. Bread, meat, milk. Everything you eat comes from this village. Don't you forget that. Does it really? Are these guys like the only importers of goods around here? That seems kind of risky, man. No, they all want me to purchase more goods. I'm good. I'm okay. Believe me. Fresh milk and delicious striped apples are here at the Fields of Thumb. Yeah, but they conveniently leave out how expensive it is. Hello there. Nice weather we're having, isn't it? And look at the scenery. Even in the miasma, the plants grow strong. Maybe they all have a bit of Mertree strength in them. By the way, have you eaten yet? We're gonna stop here for a meal. Why not join us? We've got stripped apples, fresh from our fields too. You know what? I would be honored. I'm planting some of the seeds from the stripped apples we ate. The soil is fertile here, so I reckon they'll grow nicely. You have obtained a striped apple. Man, I really love these guys so much. They seem nice. Oh, and these are people that I don't think we've ever met before. See, someone has to be the payload princess. Someone has to carry around the chalice. Why, hello there. Oh, hello. Well, how are things going? Womp 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 womp. Oh, you're just getting started, huh? Hang in there. You'll do just fine. I feel like I've been walking for ages, but sure. Yeah, just keep your chin up. You'll get a year's worth of myrrh in no time. You don't have anything in your chalice. Yours is empty. Right, well, see you around. Farewell. Maybe we just didn't say that, like, actually, this is my second year. That's why it's empty. I just came back. Maybe we're just humble like that. Say, T-Belander, would you like to buy some Yookish wisdom for a sum of 10 Jill? Sure, that seems like a deal. Or does it? I do not know. Good. Now, if you ever encounter a flan, remember this. And we cut to black. Maybe it's in the diary entry. Maybe that's why we didn't see it. That was silly. My fellow brethren, I've come back with an actual token of Sheila. Please, let me through. Ooh, magic bridge. That is fancy. You're free to cross. Enter in peace, my friend. Hello, come have a look. You have strange liquid and a mark of Sheila for 50 Jill. I think we'll just buy some here so we don't have to go somewhere else to get them every time. Is that why they make us hand one over? So we waste money just to enter here? You are a caravaner, are you not? Have you heard of Amadaddy? I'm not gonna say that name again. He is the most unusual fellow, but leads our village's caravan. Maybe he's the guy that gave us wisdom. Welcome, brave soul. Welcome to the ancient home of wisdom. Yep, that sure sounds like the guy that gave us wisdom, alright. I've been hearing of a Black Knight. Talks these days is filled with dark tidings. Man, the Black Knight really made a name for himself out here. Have you ever met Daemon? He's so smart. Yes? Hello, I would like... Oh, you're a blacksmith. Oh, ladies' accessories. Man, we don't have the materials though. What is the point of stealing accessories if I can't get girly pop? This is messed up. What, you've never seen a Selkie study magic before? There isn't much to my research. Many people have thought about doing it, but so far nobody has been able to accomplish what I have. What do you think? I think you're doing great. Liar. You don't know a thing about my research. Listen, I'm working on a way to travel without a crystal. Everyone wants to see the world outside, to travel freely without fear, right? Well, if I succeed, we'll be able to live our lives without depending on crystals. We wouldn't need to send out crystal caravans anymore. That would be one less hardship for the world, right? It sure would. Today I have no memory of yesterday. Tomorrow I'll have no memory of today. Lastly, who are you? Well, if you won't remember, I guess it doesn't really matter, huh? Hey, they're learning stuff. Earth, water, fire, and wind. Earth, water, fire, and wind. It's so simple, I often forget. I want to develop agricultural magic, but others laugh at the idea. I believe in you, buddy. If we mastered magic, we little T's would be unstoppable. Our past glory could be revived. That one's kind of controversial, little T. Our world is governed by 4 elements. Earth, water, fire, and wind. I was once like that too, many years ago. So you have this older person who grew out of them learning what appears to be first year world building. Man, we should call history world building. That just has a cooler name to it. The path of magical arts has no end. Learn one truth and forget 2? Oh, they're all forgetful. They all got dementia. You needn't worry. I won't make the bridge vanish until you're safely back. Sheila, Citadel of the Ukes. There is a slight chill in the air, and I find it hard to believe that Tipa and Sheila are a part of the same world. They say that Ukes dress in strange ways to maximize their magical abilities. Someone once said that they have no bodies, only souls. Ukes are mysterious people, indeed. Okay, now we enter the Selepatation Cave.
The wind is strong here. Legend has it that from this cave, each and every gust of wind is born. I wonder why the wind here chills my face. It must have been born just moments ago. Perhaps it will blow across the land, growing warmer with each memory it gathers. The wind then plays its part by carrying those memories everywhere it goes. And once it is finished, here it shall return.
So we've been in like uncharted territory. I don't know any of these areas. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't have anything interesting to say about the Selepatation Cave. It is a place where wind is born. Sure. Look, there's some aspects of the story that you can be like, wow, that's so deep and interesting and beautiful, and sometimes you don't have anything. I can feel myself getting to that point where I'm gonna need to grind a little bit. Not because it's difficult per se, but because like, man, these enemies pack a punch. And they don't seem to be dying. Like, I'm just torturing this poor bug, and it does not care. I've resulted in the strategy, which is called running away and not fighting them. Like, I'm not getting hit by any of them. You can just dodge them. I don't know what they're aiming at, too. It appears that the boss for this one is a giant worm thing. And like, sure, okay. You have a lot of wind abilities. So maybe you're the guy that's making all the wind. And if so, I guess that creates a little bit of world building. The thing with the Selepatation Cave is that it's a cave. There was a bit of architecture that we saw at the beginning. There was like a couple of windmills that were spinning, and could we argue that those were generating electricity? I don't think so. I don't think we have electricity in this world. Now, I don't think this place is making miasma or anything. I just think it's a cave. That's all I got to say about this one. Let's just kill the boss, man. Oh yeah, if you have a phoenix down, you automatically get revived. I did not die there. I swear it's impossible to die. You can farm phoenix downs so easily. But that's how I know that it's time to grind, because that enemy just like one-tapped me, and that's insane. And again, it's not really that it's hard. I'm dodging most of its things, but if you get hit once, it like one-taps you, because I'm so under-leveled. Alright, let's end it. Let's just give him a hefty whack and get him out of here. Still, what are you? Oh, it's my favorite segment. Mail time. It's from Christy. She's the only one that sends us letters. All grown up. I heard talk that you're in Sheila. You are such a long way from home, and I'm very proud of how much you've grown. But I wonder if you miss us at all. That's a little bit of a guilt trip, Mom. Let's roll the gotcha. Let's give you a vegetable seed. Apparently it's a fine thing to give to like family. So you don't gotta give them like a random apple or anything. There are things that they will just like. Crazy. Our next job is... Oh, haha, that's a good one. You're the best, boss. Whoa, how did you get here? Hello, you've been eavesdropping. You're quite talented. Hey, whose side are you on? Vengeance? Murder? Not us. We don't do dirty work. That's right, killing is cowardly. No, you fool, all we care about is treasure. Most of the time, that means food. Quiet, at any rate, we don't take lives. After all, you can't make money killing people. If lives were worth something, I'd sell my own right away. Killing people to take their money leaves a bad aftertaste. We don't know where you heard that, but tell them not to spread ugly rumors. I don't know who's gonna tell them. I don't think we should tell them. Enough already. Now, don't get angry. It's bad for your beautiful complexion. First, you claim that the Phantom City is hidden deep within a volcanic cavern, protected by a great crystal. Then you claim a fountain of myrrh flows on an island paradise across the sea. Yes, it sounds like a dream, does it not? Dream on your own time. I've had enough of your tales. We part ways here. No, please, don't leave me behind. How am I supposed to survive out here? Please, you shouldn't joke about these things. Who's joking? You better go find your island before the miasma gets you. Oh, come now, let's change the subject. You're starting to sound like you're serious. I am serious. Oh, well then, enough about the island of paradise. Have I told you about the legendary treasure hidden beneath the desert? That does it. We leave them. Oh, come now, I say. Oh, man. Do we help him or do we leave him? All right, we'll help the liar. Don't believe a word he says. Buddy, they hate you. Now that was just uncalled for. What about all of our adventures together? My name is Gertie. I doubt we'll meet again, but let me walk with you until another caravan comes by. Say, how about a poem? Lightning brings the cactus pain. Now it all begins again. Pain and again, I don't know, those were half rhymes, man. Was it lightning or thunder? Oh well, they're practically the same. It shouldn't matter. Alright, let's continue our adventure. Oh, another one. Oh hey, this time it's you guys. Say, you got a chunk of bronze? Yeah, do you need it? Yes, I have enough. Oh really? Seems like there's no shortage of them this year. You're gonna sell me chunks of bronze. I'm so sorry. I thought I was gonna lend you some. Whoopsie. Alright, let's enter Demon's Court.
Never underestimate a monster. So warned an old man with many caravans under his belt. I was grateful for his counsel, even before I set off. But I have since seen things that surpassed my worst fears. I can only hope he was speaking of this place. If not, what greater horror could possibly await us?
This whole place has a vibe to it. I love it. We are now in Demon's Court. First of all, you're a ghost. They're ghost demons? You know what? That actually makes more sense. Looking around at this entire area practically confirms what we were thinking back in the moschet manor. Demon's Court was designed by the monsters. Ready for this? Ready for this? Kaboom! Oh, he's gonna explode. Ooh, that's actually really cool. I think that's the first time we've ever seen any enemy react like that to the environment. That was really interesting. And now we don't have a bridge access. Guess that's on me. So an experienced caravaner was like, hey, there is a place where all the monsters have built a giant base. It is intimidating. It is horrifying. It is dangerous. That is Demon Court. If we go up these stairs, we can see that they have a watchtower and spears, so presumably, if anyone were to try to come into Demon's Court, they would just spear you down. I love a lot of the gimmicks that are here in Demon's Court. Like, there's this place right here where you can release this catapult, and it'll just shoot a giant ball forward. We also have to collect these two pieces here in order to open the central facility. Ooh, that is beautiful. The fact that they've built something this complex is actually really fascinating. So the inside is almost like a gladiator pit, and we're the main event. Ooh, on one side we got, this is a gladiator pit. What? We're fighting lions? This is crazy. Okay, and also, what are you, man? What is this outfit? What is this gear that you're equipped with? Man is decked out to just destroy everything in his path. And he immediately misses his first shot. Well, that's some lost confidence already. Look, some of the boss fights are just like, man, you weren't gonna win. That was by far the easiest one of them. You're letting the brand down. You're supposed to be the Demon Court. Another letter from Christy. I swear, she's the only one that is literate, because that's the only person who sends me mail. Alright, Fields of Fun. I hear that the striped apples from the farm are much better than the ones on the market. If I recall correctly, star carrots and gourd potatoes were their specialties. I think their specialty is finding a way to charge me so much money. Here, you want a striped apple? Here's a striped apple. I think I bought that from the farm, but I can't remember. Here we are. Another year, another safe adventure. So, your fourth journey begins. Have you said goodbye to your family? Come back anytime to show them that you are doing well. Speaking of which, we haven't received any letters from that young scholar in some time. He'd found that saving the world was too great of a burden for one man, so he accepted the aid of a renowned knight. So his last letter said, of course, camaraderie is a fine thing. Treat your friends with respect, Now farewell. Something I didn't notice last time, but that I'm going to show you right here, is that there is actually a new location. I think it was here since like year 2, but I just got distracted and we went on a whole other adventure on an entirely different continent. Anyways, let's go visit the Goblin Wall.
The threat of monsters weighs upon the mind of every traveller. Brave lilties purged the roads of danger long ago, but monsters still lurk about, biding their time in the nooks and crannies of the world. Goblin Wall is one such place. As they say, wherever there is light, there is shadow. I wonder if we will ever be rid of their menace.
Alright, listen, maybe it's kind of fitting that the Goblin Wall just appeared out of nowhere, alright? You know, it kind of makes it feel like we missed it. And because it wasn't there on the first year, maybe the character also missed it. And you know, we also went on a little side tangent. We went halfway across the world. We were busy. Okay, so the Goblin Wall. We get a little bit more world building as to what the Lilties did. There are like 4 tribes. The Lilties seem to have mostly fixed our monster problem. The Ukes seem to have done a lot of magic research. I don't know what the other tribes have done. Honestly, they're around. They're here. We can't all contribute to history. But the other 2, you know, they're just lacking. What I like about the Goblin Wall is that it indicates that they're still around. Like monsters, no matter how hard we try to wipe them out, they're still here in the nooks and crevices of our world. It seems like they have prison cells, kind of like they're capturing people. The boss fight, I don't know if this is kind of expected. It's a goblin. Goblin Wall has goblin boss. I like this version of the goblin boss though, because he does magic. He's not just like a dumb sword guy. He's kind of competent. Got some spells brewing. He got that cauldron up there, which like who knows what he was making. And he's even like dripped out in some monster gear. You see that? How it looks like he's wearing like a head of another creature? Man, that's cool. Too bad you're gonna die though. Hey, it's another letter from Christy, the only person who writes to us. Oh, okay, some notes about Sheila. I definitely recommend the rainbow grapes. There's also this mysterious liquid, but there's no way I'm gonna drink that. I can tell that I'll get sick just by the awful scent and taste. It smells fine to me. Here, I'll send you an iron belt thing. Maybe you can make an iron belt for me. That would be nice, because I sure can't afford it. Apparently, Mars Pass's caravan was attacked by the Black Knight. After I heard, I felt compelled to find more about this Black Knight. It seems he's a warrior, traveling alone without a caravan. Fortunately, most people who'd met the Black Knight remember him. Word of his exploits first began to spread several years ago. A preacher named Hurdy hired him for protection, perhaps after hearing those rumors. Some cited the preacher and the Black Knight setting up camp deep in the wetlands. Later, the pair headed in. That was the last time anyone saw him for some time. The other day I asked Hurdy himself about that story, but he claimed to have no memory of it. There's a boy who says he wants revenge on the Black Knight for his father's death. Perhaps the preacher prefers to avoid association with such a man, even one from long ago. I could learn no more of the Black Knight. In the end, he remained an enigma. We're getting some lore in there. So the Black Knight has got on like a murder spree. He attacked the caravan a while ago, remember? To be fair, the caravan from Mars Pass did challenge him. They lost that fight. I think it's time to go back into Mars Pass. Hello, fellow blacksmith. You're one of the best, apparently. But you're a Liltie and you have experience with weapons, so I'ma believe you. I need you to make me a better sword. Also, it appears that I can't throw away my old sword, so we gotta carry it around. It kinda clutters up your inventory. Alright, we are now traveling to the other side of the Plains of Fum, to the rebena Plains. Alright, let's enter the Canal Curach.
This marsh has thwarted travelers since ancient times. The rain that falls here is thick with miasma, much to the chagrin of prospective intruders. In days of old, The Selkies were driven from their ancestral home. They marched ever westward in search of a new haven. Here, they built bridges over the swamp, and at long last reached the other side. But once there, they found no land to call home.
Okay, new Selkie lore. This is interesting. First off, I'm sorry, but can we talk about our drip? Look at the sword and shield. Man, we look amazing. Anyways, I think we have gotten the least amount of information on Selkies, and I don't even remember what we're called. I've looked it up. We're called clavats. Anyways, I don't think we're really focused because we're like a human-like, apparently. But so are Selkies. But hey, look, we got our hometown, we got Tipa village, and we have maybe the Fields of Flub. Like, that has a lot of clavats maybe, or maybe they're Selkies. I don't know, they have a different outfit. It's hard to tell. So apparently, Selkies were pushed all the way to the west. I don't know if that means they were on the other side of the Jagon River and then they got pushed more west, or if they were all the way where Tipa was and then they got pushed over into the other side of the Jagon River and then even further out this way. And so they got pushed all the way over here, and then they're like, man, this place sucks, and I don't think they're here anymore. That would explain why we haven't seen a lot of them. They're also very similar to Clavat, so I think they're hard to distinguish. But I think that explains why I don't think we've seen many of them in other towns. I think maybe we saw one in Mars Pass. We have stumbled into a group of Selkies traveling around, and I think that's about it. We have yet to see an actual tribe of Selkies. Maybe they're just that far away. Compare that to Ukes, which had their whole magical bridge that they taxed you to go into, and the Lil T Kingdom. It felt like the biggest city that we have ever seen so far. Oh man, not only are there more enemies here, but this is an unstable bridge. Like, I don't feel confident about walking through this area. Imagine having to drag your caravan through here. Like, this must suck. Hello there, rock. The stone is inscribed with an ancient Selkic script. Huh. I wonder if I gotta be like a Selkie to read it, you know? I like the idea that Selkies were here for a while. Who knows for how long? They did write down notes. And perhaps there's a reason why. Oh, these enemies suck. It's not even that they're hard. They just take too long to kill. Oh, another Phoenix down. Let's just get out of here. The fact that this is such a narrow bridge means that it allows them to team up on you, and like, I just don't got the patience for that, man. I'm leaving. Like, there's this big guy that took forever to kill, and I was not having it. And oh, okay, there's two big guys. Like, even less, I'm not gonna fight them. And there's a third one. Like, oh man, this would be such a long fight. Not that it would be hard, it's just, it took like 5 minutes. You know what? I'ma say it. No wonder why Selkies didn't like this place. They're all mean. Okay, I find this one interesting because it did have loot. Oh, that's a cool dragon. Oh, right on him too. Like, is the dragon protecting the treasure perhaps? Maybe. But he just like slammed on it and the treasure is not on him anymore. Also, I like that we're able to see the Murtry in the background. That adds like a nice layer of like, ooh, the bad guy and the Murtry are always very close together. Bye-bye, monster. I feel like sometimes we don't get all of the answers, and I kind of like that. It adds mystique into the world, you know? Why, hello there. Oh, hello. I bet you still have a lot of myrrh to gather, right? Actually, I'm quite done. Womp 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 womp. What? What do you mean you're almost done? Our chalice is still dry. That's not my fault. I don't know why you're mad at me. That's not fair. You must be cheating. Well, that's what we get for taking our time. A fine thing for you to say. Oh, quit your philosophizing and go fetch us some myrrh. What? Oh, you've done it now. Oh, they're just fighting each other. Yeah, we're just gonna bail. Good luck with that. Hope you guys find some myrrh. So what do you think? We're gone. We're gone. Well, look at that. They're gone. Yup. I got a letter saying you delivered my package, but the package never arrived. Oh dear, I'm afraid you've got me there. You see, I sent that letter immediately after accepting your package. I thought that it would put your mind at ease to hear that it had arrived. So what about the package then? Actually, you don't really want to know. Tell us. Ooh, I love the slant pose, like, oh, you're in trouble. Well, if you insist, listen closely then. You see, it rotted. What? We can't hear you. It rotted. The produce, all of it. How? You said you were faster than a Moogle. That's why we trusted you to deliver it. I am faster than a Moogle. You got my letter saying that it arrived right after you sent the package, right? Oh, buddy, that was a mistake. Yeah. And weren't you surprised that it arrived so quickly? Well, yeah. See? I am much faster than any Moogle, for the most part. So you cheated us. You charlatan. Oh, charlatan has such a distasteful ring to it. I prefer to consider myself an opportunist? What's the difference? It truly saddens me you fail to understand. This man is an expert gaslighter. Enough, just pay us back the delivery fee. All of it. It was 1,000 gil for your super express delivery, right? For a beautiful girl like you, I would pay every gil I could. Unfortunately, a flood of similar complaints has emptied my pockets. Why you? Now, I must say it is rare to see such an open rage in a clavat. So you are a clavat. Oh, and here's where we come in. Hold on. Hello, so good to see you. This may seem sudden, but do you have 1,000 gil I could borrow? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, buddy. Buddy, I can't keep bailing you out of these situations, man. You know what? This one's on you. Sorry, no. I don't believe this. Your old friend is in need. You can't spare a partly 1,000 gil? Huh. I thought a fellow clavat surely would sympathize with my plight. What? Don't bring me into this. This is your mess. To think that almost all my parcels contained produce. I never suspected it until it began to stink. I've crumbled in, few reminisce. Its faulty beams will not be missed. What is bro yapping about? Oh, I threw out so many of them. The stench was overwhelming. Buddy. The road has been wild this time around. Why you? Stop eating my memories. It's the Black Knight. What are you looking at? Wait! Come back! Oh, a caravan. Don't look at me like that. I still won't give up. In the end, I saw a light. And then, all was dark. I can't remember what I loved or what I hated. I remember nothing at all. But somehow I will reclaim my memories. So don't look at me that way. It isn't over yet. I am not completely hollow. Oh man. Man, I gotta think about this one really quick. Hold on. Hey, it's Ami this time. This is truly an amazing device. Simply fascinating. Yes, it's quite amazing, isn't it, sir? And it is priced at 10,000 gil? That's right. This world model can be yours for a mere 10,000 gil. Gertie, what are you doing, buddy? You're scamming them out of their money. It seems our current funds come a little short. Of course, the world is a living thing, you know. Leave it for too long and it'll go bad. Go bad, you say? That's right, if we had no crystals, miasma would consume us all. This revolutionary instrument makes it possible to test that scenario. I see, I am now more interested than ever. Then I must ask you to decide quickly. There are a great many others who would like to purchase it. That's too bad. I do wish I could have it. Tell me, how much do you have now? About 5,000 gil. Why? Oh, very well. You are my favorite professor after all. It shall be yours for a measly 5,000 gil. I do not think we've met before, but I'll gladly take it for 5,000 gil. You've got quite a deal today, Professor. Man's been scammed. Oh my, it's rude to eavesdrop, you know. They say to never judge a book by its cover, but you are as readable as they come. Oh buddy, you're one to talk. What an unexpected thing to say. Dangerous types tend to flaunt it. Think of poisonous plants that show off distinctive colors. Well, look at me. Every part of me is a warning. You, on the other hand, are dressed quite normally. The truly dangerous never reveal themselves. The most innocuous facade often conceals the most vicious enemy. At any rate, you would do well to hear my new poem, Lonely Mushroom Burst Aflame in the Land That Quicksands Claim. Sounds a little better. Huh, that's odd. Where did I learn that one? Anyways, we mustn't agonize over the meaning of each and every thing. But I will. Soon I will. I will go into many ramblings about all of this. Alright, let's go back to the Jagon River. The Jagon River has run completely dry. What could those Sheila lads be doing? So it appears that we can't actually travel to the other side anymore because the Jagon River is, well, it's dry. For scale, I don't know, man. It looks like we could just cross that river by ourselves. I mean, I feel like I could walk across this, but sure. In reality, the Zyan River is dry. The boat can no longer be on here. Oh, it's not Gertie. It's Hurdy. The long journeys to collect myrrh are a trial that we must endure. I hope, though, that our bright young travelers will someday be free of this burden. I hope so too. Not Gertie. A little weird. So we can't go through the Zyan River because it's dry right now. But if we were to go back to Port Tipa, this guy's here now. And this time we're able to go to Mount Kalinda. It's 400 gil per head. Sure. And we can take him all the way across the sea over into the Kalinda Islands. That's right. We're going to Mount Kalinda.
A volcano belched its flames across the southern sea. So its ashes then became a blot on history. Some may learn what moves their heart within that fiery blaze. Journeys that they long to start beyond the shadow's gaze.
Mount Kalinda is interesting because the only reason why we're even coming here is because there's myrrh. I think that's about it. Oh, look at that. We're arriving here on ship. This is pretty cool. I want to say, the little cutscene from Mount Kalinda, it's kind of okay. It's like nothing special. Don't get me wrong, I love the atmosphere of Mount Kalinda. But I think lore-wise, it is a mountain that erupted a long time ago, whose ashes affected people's way of living, perhaps, and that's it. Like, it's very sparse on world building, and then we got like a cryptic poem, which like, alright, sure. I don't think it means anything, but you can take your interpretation of it. Okay, now we gotta chuck this into the volcano to raise a thing. Like, if we didn't throw that pot into the volcano, we can't progress into the level, I'm pretty sure. And I just beefed it. Okay, attempt 2. We got the pot, and now we throw it into the volcano, and now it raises up. Man, you really cannot mess that up. It shouldn't be, to be fair, it shouldn't be hard. This is a me issue, honestly. So in terms of world building, I mean, sure, we can have Mount Kalinda. It's a volcano, and it erupted. Volcanoes exist in the world. Why should this game be any different? Ooh, the boss for this one looks so cool, though. Look at him. He's just standing there menacingly. He's just like waiting for a challenger. Oh, look. Hey, the goblin. Hey, the goblins even got him the weapons. Bro, the goblins are trying to give him a peace offering. Oof. Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. And here we come. Let's go. The hardest part might just be the fact that he's such a chunky fella. But, His attacks are pretty lame. Never mind, he has gone to acquire a sword. He's like, phase 2 time. Got it. He just let me heal though, so I mean, kind of a mistake on your part. And I mean, his attacks aren't that different from what they are before. They're still pretty easy to dodge. Man, I thought you would be cooler. I think the blizzard spell would definitely one-tap him faster, but he's an easy boss for me, man. I don't know. I think I might have grinded too much, maybe? We did get a letter from Herdy, though. Be happy. I will grant you happiness, but think hard about what happiness means to you. Sure, Herdy. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm not gonna send him anything. I don't know, man. That was a fortune cookie letter. Let's go back to Portipa. Home sweet home. Kalinda didn't offer what I thought it would. I thought we were gonna get like a lore dump or something in there, but guess not. I did bring him some Kalinda sulfur though, so now I get to go on his trip for 20% less. And you know what? Maybe that's why we go there. For a discount. I don't want to brag though, but I mean, like, I'm not struggling out here. Long ago, we Lilities were lords of this land. They say we built these very roads for the wars of that age, and that the fighting was long over by the time the roads were completed. Today I travel this road as a caravaner. I take pride in that. I would rather march down this road seeking to protect my people than I would to attack someone. Wouldn't you? That's a really interesting thing to learn, Soul. Definitely. Yes, by walking this road, we build a new road to our future. Well, glad we learned a little bit more about him. Hello, Tipalander. Hey, it's Ami again. Listen, Tipalander, the road leads to discoveries of all kind. Here today, at this very moment, yet another discovery is at hand. Behold! We have recently purchased this world model from a certain source. We heard it is indispensable in divining the fate of our world. Come, Tipalander, you too should learn of the world. Step closer so that you might see. Yep, that's a loaf of bread you got there, buddy. You know what? We could eat it. You know what? I'll just appreciate it. I'm not gonna eat your bread. I'll look at it. Yes, it is astounding, is it not, Tipalander? As a matter of fact, we have more. Take it, friend. May we meet again. You have obtained a loaf of bannock. Thank you, Ami. Very cool. You must be more careful when you come to crossroads. Well, you were driving so fast it made my head spin. Yes, we were in a haste, but the driver on the right has the right of way, does he not? We don't follow your rules, you thick-headed tin can. Looks like the peasant should learn some manners. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever happened to the enlightened rule of Lilities? Huh? Come now, that was uncalled for. He spoke rationally. I apologize. Still, the rules clearly state... Oh, forget it. You're in a hurry, right? Get out of here. Oh yes, come to think of it, we are. But be sure to heed the rules of the road from now on. Yo, they got beef with each other. I didn't know Lilities hated each other like that. Oh, hello there. You saw that? We just couldn't let those city slickers walk all over us. Of course, the monster we were hunting got away. We would have had it if those reckless caravanners had watched where they were going. Man, that was intense. Interesting. I thought they were part of the same kingdom, but apparently not. Oh snap. He's in there. No, what's he cooking? You're not getting away this time. Oh, it's the Black Knight. Oh, buddy, you can't go around attacking that thing this close. This is not a good position to be in right now. This is risky. Raw! He's gonna strike him. Oh! Huh? A boy. For my father. Oh! Oh! What? Oh. No. Not yet. Not without my memories. I will die a hollow man. Where will my spirit go? Is this the end? Light, answer me. I'm no light. My name is Leon Esla. Oh, we've heard of you. Leon Esla? Leon? Yes, I found it. Leon Esla. My memories. And Jonah. My... Oh, buddy, don't tell me. Oh! I'm sorry. I didn't want it to end this way. As long as people live, Raem will make them suffer. O keepers of the crystal, what must I do? This one was a heavy hitter, man. Whew. And now I'm just like here. we gotta keep moving. All right. Oh, it's another one. Hey, it's the Silkies and Hurdy. Greetings, my good friend. I hope all is well with you. What? I look like a preacher, do I? Ha! I suppose this outfit fools people quite well. It's me, Gertie. These are my brother's clothes. Oh, I never told you? I have an older brother. Some mornings I wake up and see these clothes hanging there. Unlike me, my brother is kind and sincere. He tried to do something amazing. What do you think it was? I don't know, man. I have no idea. He tried to save the world? He tried to rid the world of all miasma. An extraordinary goal, don't you think? But quite a difficult one. I heard that he came very close to uncovering the truth. Actually, I have no memory of anything besides my brother. Memories of him are the only thing within me that are true. I can't stand emptiness, so I make up lies to cover it up. But if the things I say turn out to be true, then they're likely memories I've forgotten. Oh, it looks like they're leaving. Well, take care. May we meet again. Oh no. The meteor? The great shadow? Where is it? Who are you? The light? Esla? Even me? Raem? You cannot defeat Raem. You are not ready. Your memories are not enough. Man, what a lore dump. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. 3 rocks await the winter's kiss. One by one, they will find their bliss. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I never met my brother. If you ever run into him, kindly let me know. Well, I'll see you around, bud. We suddenly have a ton of revelations that we're going through. So the miasma has been this presence that has wiped people's memories for quite a while. And it seems to have gone from, oh, we're just forgetting something small like, oh, what happened yesterday, to entirely forgetting huge sections of your life and maybe even forgetting your own identity. Like Gertie and Hurdy, I think they're the same person. But they have different hairstyles, you know? One has like blonde hair, one has red hair. But the fact that you know you have a brother and you have never seen him and he looks identical to you, and sometimes you wake up and you're wearing his clothes, that's some pretty strong he's you energy, you know? I asked Ami about you recently. He seems quite impressed with you. You are, normal? Or are you more like Ami, I wonder? Ami's the guy who bought a loaf of bannock and is studying it for his scientific studies. And I like him. So if I laid down the timeline right, I think Gertie and Hurdy were one person, and they hired the Black Knight, and they went to try to rid the world of miasma, and in the process forgot all their memories. Now Gertie split into 2 different people, Gertie and Hurdy, and the Black Knight just entirely forgot who he was, and he's been searching for his identity ever since. And this is gonna hurt if it's true, and I hope that it's not, but we can even connect it to Tida Village and say that Gertie was the caravan from Tida Village. Then that's really depressing, man. The guy who tried to rid the world of miasma and got caught up in the storm. His whole village is gone and he doesn't even know it. Oh man. Back to the classroom over here. What are they up to? Great, I think I'm finally free of the farm. And what do people here talk about? Plants. That is a rough life, buddy. Enough with a botany lesson. I just want to learn some magic. Maybe that's why no one learns magic around here. It's like, man, I don't have the patience for this. The sluice lies to the south. It is powered by pump flower plants that grow there. These plants channel a tremendous amount of water from Lake Sheila to the Jagon River. Because they are created with magic, pump flower plants have unusual properties. For example, they live as long as trees, but they are only pollinated once every few decades. The pollinated flowers close their petals and drop underwater to raise their seeds. The problem is, once this occurs, the plant stops pumping water. To revitalize the plant, cast life upon it. It should regain its energy and begin pumping water again. So the sluice is a mixture of botany and magic. So this is the second time being in the sluice, and I think this is a fascinating reason to repeat this level again. it's different now. All the chests that were previously submerged are now out here in the open, making the vallege sluice, I mean, kind of my new favorite place, I think. I realize the world building and just the fact that we come back to this one to redo something is really beautiful. For the other ones, I feel like I'm just grinding to get my level up, but here I actually have like a story reason for being here. And that's cool. There it is. Okay, so this is the plant that we just put life into. And shabam. I think that's it. And now we just gotta kill the boss. And I feel like I'm at that point where I'm just like taking through all the hits. It's like, just hit me. I don't care. I'm just trying to get this over with as fast as possible. And so I'm just hyper aggressively stabbing you. Alright, we got a letter from Daemon. I'll check it out. There may be some clues in the conall curach. I shall go there and take a look. I think Daemon was the one selkie that we found with the Ukes who was studying to also get rid of Myrrh. And that actually makes me kind of worried now that we know a little bit more about what happens. Good luck, Daemon. So we have come back here yet again to make sure that our town doesn't die. And now we can leave. Shall I tell you more about the runaway scholar? Last we heard, he and his warrior ally crossed the sea to the Lynari desert. This was some time ago, of course. Lightning brings the cactus pain. Now it all begins again. Hey, that's what Gordy said last time. Of crumbled inns, few reminisce, its faulty beams will not be missed. We also just heard Gordy yapping about that. All clues point to the Lynari desert as the home of the ruling element. His letter contains such mysterious verses as these. What could he have sought in the lands beyond the sea? Should your quest ever lead you there, may your memories of Tipa never be buried in sand. Farewell. Well, now I think it's practically confirmed that Gertie wrote those letters, and that Tida village was actually his hometown. Hey, it's you guys! Greetings. Did you hear about Soul? I haven't. Did he retire? Hopefully he didn't die. Well, something like that. His child was born a few days ago, so he told us to take over. He serves as a guard at the castle now. He said the city was no place to raise children, so he wanted to move out to the country. We barely stopped him. Truly, he's much too enthusiastic about this whole child-rearing business. Yeah, we'll give him a gift. You want to send him some money? Yeah. We gotta make sure our good bud is well off here. I have 7,000 gil. Sure, take 7,000 gil. I'll make sure he gets it. He'll certainly be grateful. Good on him. At least hopefully, maybe one person will be safe from the miasma. Good day, Tipa Lander. It's me. Look, this is the same model we showed you the other day. As you can see, its surface has turned green and it has begun to emit an unpleasant odor. We have explained that this is a model of the world. We believe that this new development represents miasma. You are an excellent scientist. Yes, it must be the miasma. You are astute, my friend. Some historical texts indicate that the ancient world was free of miasma. We therefore concluded that the world's model reflects this evolution accordingly. Ah yes, brilliant men. We anticipate that clues to the fate of our world may be gleaned from the model's further development. Is the suspense not thrilling, Tipa Lander? Indeed it is. I await your research with that loaf of bannock. Alright, this is where we start heading over into Port Tipa. So where are you headed? I want to go to the Lynari Isles, where Luda lies. If you can bring me a cactus flower from there, I'll give you a big discount. Sure, let's go, baby. Alright, so we're leaving Port Tipa and crossing the other side of the ocean, past Mount Kalinda and the Kalinda Islands, all the way. Sheesh, this is a far trip. Over into the Lynari Isles. And we enter Luda. We've arrived, Captain. We're here. Ooh, here it is, baby. I love that there's the giant crystal on the shore, just to let you know. Even here, we are full of miasma. Hello, lady. This is no place for outsiders. I wouldn't stay here if I were you. Apparently, this place is very dangerous. I believe you, lady. It appears we have found the hometown of the Silkies. Huh? What? What do you want with me? I mean, fair point. Don't tell anybody, but I'm not that good at jumping. That seems dangerous. I'm gonna practice so hard, I'll be the greatest silky ever. I like that confidence. Good luck, kid. Even with a world covered in miasma, these kids never lose their cheer. Watching them makes me think the world isn't so bad after all. I stand watch to make sure monsters stay out of the village. Of course, I run a little side business of my own. I also sell fine goods to visitors from abroad the world. Oh, you're another one of these. Well, this is kind of even more useless because I can't buy any of this. I wonder why boys are so eager to grow up. I guess that's why they're always so childish. Hey, I forgot what I was doing. Kind of like grown-ups do. Uh-oh. I may not look it now, but I once traveled with a caravan. The long journeys were full of hardships, but there were a lot of good times too. They say the Selkies came from the sea, and to the sea someday will return. I wonder, perhaps the other tribes simply hope to get rid of us. You guys are like the underdogs in this, man. Y'all had it rough. I mean, the Ukes also kind of had it rough, but like, you got it omega rough. You're all the way over here. I don't know if you've been pushed all the way over here or not, but like, sheesh.
We met a man who said his dream was to find a great treasure hidden in the desert. Everyone burst into laughter and told him there was no such thing. But the moment I saw this place, I felt his dream would surely come true. The desert glittered like a sea of jewels under that shimmering sun.
Here we are, the Lynari Desert. All right, I'm gonna try my best to talk about this, but I actually don't know a lot about this. So we have the basic elemental types, fire, water, earth, wind, that all are designed to compel the miasma. This is based off of like the 4 elements. You've probably seen this everywhere, like Avatar is a pretty good example. But there's also a later element or a hidden element, which is sometimes referred to as aether and sometimes as a void element. In short, this 5th element is supposed to be like the purest form of everything. Oh, the love of Banach. Sorry, Brett got me distracted. Anyways, I'm not a history teacher. This isn't even history. I don't know what you would even consider this as, but a lot of games, and I'm pretty sure especially Final Fantasy, take heavy inspiration from this concept, which explains why we're here in the Lynari Desert trying to find this mysterious 5th element. Man, hurry up, guy. I'm not even gonna wait for you. I'm just gonna like heal over here and keep running. I don't have the patience to fight those enemies. This place seems special, and that's because I'm pretty sure we have to do something with it. For like the longest time, Gertie was just yapping about stuff. And then not only did he start to yap about stuff, but then the old guy started to yap very similarly. And that's because we're getting a riddle as to how to find this mysterious 4th element. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, the riddles were kind of lame. Lightning brings the cactus pain. Now it all begins again. The half rhyme, remember? Okay, so we're using lightning on the wrong thing. Whoopsie. So if I understand this correctly, the riddles are just for us to do like a certain magical spell on a certain location. And then that's supposed to give us the 5th element. Sounds kind of arbitrary to me. Phoenix revive. Let's go do that. Lightning brings the cactus pain. Now it all begins again. Electrocute cacti. Oh, sorry, I found a little Moogle hole. I have to go in there. Just draw an L on him. Alright, we're done here. Of crumbled in, few reminisce, its faulty beams will not be missed. We cast gravity on this tent, and I think that's it. Lonely mushroom burst to flame, in the land that quicksands claim. Just catch that thing on fire. 3 rocks await the winter's kiss. One by one, they meet their bliss. We cast Blizzard on these 3 rocks. And then we just cast Holy to this flower. And there we go. That's the mysterious element. Your crystal element is now unknown. That was it. That's what we had to do. I don't know how I feel about this one, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the concept of traveling all the way out into the desert in hopes of finding something that most people don't even think is real. The way we handle that, though, like, we could have done almost anything else, and it would have been cooler. It's kind of like, ooh, you want this mysterious fifth element that no one has even been able to acquire? You hit a stick 2 times, and then you do a backflip, and then you, like, smack this rock once. Then maybe you pet a dog or something, and that's how you get it. It's like, really? It's like, ooh, I don't know. That's kind of lame. You could have the fifth element back, actually. I don't know about this one, man. Like, if we had to kill the boss and that was it, that still might be better. Speaking of boss, I think we're kind of entering the boss zone right now, and ooh, we're descending in a pile of sand. See, it would have been cool if it was in here. The potential, man. The potential. It's squandered. Oh, there it is. Yep. Boss time. And look, the boss even has like these crevices in the cave where like we could have gone in and got the mysterious element. And wouldn't that have been cool? But no. Okay, you remember Daemon, right? The Selkie who's been trying to get rid of the miasma in the world? She traveled to the canal curach, which is where it rained miasma that was very toxic. Well, she's been giving us more letters, and I just want to read them to you. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues. My research on miasma and monsters has come to a halt. I don't think I can do this any longer. And at first I gave her encouragement. I think I gave her like 100 gil. And then she wrote this letter. Monsters and miasma. Monsters and miasma. I tried and I tried, but it's too much. Maybe it's a task that's just beyond my ability. Afterwards, I think she made a little bit of progress. I think I figured it out. We don't get along with the miasma because we try to get rid of it. Take a look at the monsters. Why do you think they can live for so long in the miasma? I think they're just built out of miasma. But, it explains why they blow up and turn into ash for no reason. Anyways, after that, she gave us this. The monsters are immune to the miasma. That means they get along with the miasma. After some research, I figured out that the water here contains a fair amount of miasma. Maybe we can all develop resistance to miasma, which is a little bit worrying to hear. And then she wrote, I can do this. It's been a while since I started drinking the water here. Living off water tainted with miasma brings constant pain, but as long as I can get through this, and she's starting to worry me. I think we're gonna have to cancel this project. We're like, that's enough, buddy. Cause it's really making me anxious. And I think we want to give her like I don't know, do I have a phoenix down? Let's just give her a phoenix down. Cause this is getting out of hand and you're starting to worry me. Hello, Tristan. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to Port Tipa. At least the Selkie village was pretty cool. I don't know, man. Good day, Tipa Lander. It's me again. Listen, a foreign substance invaded the world model. It has consumed the model completely from within. Now the world model is nothing more than a monster model. That world model lacked a simulation of the crystal's power. It was therefore destined to perish. We have determined that the foreign substance did not originate within the world model. It must have come from outside and absorbed the world model's power. Such a phenomenon happened to our world long ago too. An ancient Selkic text recently unearthed states the following. A meteor carried miasma to our world. There are discrepancies between that and the model, however. The foreign substance absorbed the power of the model, but what of this world? You may be surprised to learn that we have given little thought to the source of miasma. We also consider the sudden outbreak of monsters to be part of the world's design. For example, have you ever seen young orcs or witnessed their birth? They are such prominent monsters, yet their origins have never been documented. Miasma came from the outside, and something continues to generate it. But from where? Although most monsters are not biological, they continue to spawn. How can that be? And what is the source of their energy? The world model has opened our eyes to several important facets that we previously overlooked. Remember this, Tipa-lander. Never underestimate a loaf of bannock. How beautifully poetic. You went from being scammed to utterly, fascinatingly, managing to take out so much knowledge from a loaf of bannock. He never returned, you know. His final letter came from a place called Mell. We've not heard of such a place. Every year we hear someone traveling about and offering to aid people. We think of him, but it is likely no more than a resemblance. After all, he would never be satisfied with such simple endeavors. He always held fast to his goals. Goals are important, but you must remember to come back to us. It's not so much the myrrh we await as the return of our caravan. Curious it is, though. That mell, it's a place right out of legend. It is as though our scholars have stumbled into a land of fable. Well, I guess it's our turn to go find the mell, huh? Okay, so really quick, I want to enter this section over here. At the bottom we had the canal curach, and if we go up here, we have this new location that we haven't visited. But I want to take a moment just to go to this side. This uses the hidden element, and if we're ever going to find the mell, it's probably in the most mysterious place of all. Sorry, it caught me off guard. Oh man, that's a jump scare. What is that thing doing? I didn't like jump, but I froze. I didn't know what to do. It just, there's nothing that is there that just stares at you in your eyes. I was not prepared for a potential combat scenario or something, man. Well, here's the mell, the place of legend, huh? Ooh, okay. We got some beautiful closed off bubbles with an interesting pattern in them. I think we're safe though, because if anything was gonna kill us, then we would at least have a weapon or something. And the fact that we don't means that this is more like a village, and that we're fine. Man, I'm sorry. What are those things? They do nothing but sleep. Oh, they're awake, all right. Well, I hope they're awake next time I come by. Oh, it's that thing. Bro, you were awake a second ago, man. You freaked me out. All right. I guess that's it. We'll have to come back here, and yeah. All right, at least I know what to expect now. Let's go into the Rebena Terra. Sure.
Long ago, the 4 tribes once lived together in a glorious age of prosperity. But such days have long since faded from memory. There was no miasma, nor any monsters. The world was pleasant until darkness came and choked the northern skies. They say that the golden age is gone, never to return. But I believe that we can somehow bring it back. I must believe, if I am to carry on.
Now that sounds like endgame content if I've ever heard of it. We even get 2 of these right in a row. Okay, one's a mimic. You know what? That makes sense. I was like, wow, they're really just handing us freebies? No, you fool. I'm surprised we had to wait until the last level practically to get any sort of mimics, but okay, I'm fine with it. It didn't really scare me as much as the other creature in the mell did. So I'm guessing this right here was the original place where all of the 4 tribes used to live before, the bad history started. Miasma, and then it's I'm better than you. Before everything hit the fan pretty much, probably because of miasma, honestly. This place doesn't have a crystal near it, and so I assume everyone would not only forget what they were supposed to be doing, but just utterly be in panic. Also, it's interesting that we have puzzle elements. I mean, I guess we always kind of had some puzzle elements, but these are really puzzly. You gotta light them on fire or do some kind of magic. I don't quite know yet. Oh, and this part seems especially weird. Look, there's a reason why I cut out a lot of these sections. I'm just like, how do I, what are puzzles even? You gotta understand, if we cut some of this out, I don't look stupid. Like the thing is, I want that to raise so then we can get across that section, you know, because we need to pick up something there. But I need to go down. And now, and now both of us are down here, and the chalice is up there. Great. Moogle, you can fly. Go get that thing. I can't even find the button. Oh, great. All right, so I'm supposed to stand on this side while that raises, and I'm just, ooh, I'm taking damage. Okay, that's dangerous. I'm alive. Let's cast Cure on ourselves really quick. I don't think this is how we're supposed to solve the puzzle, but I need this piece over here. Okay. And yeah, now we can just lower everything and pick it up, correct? These take way too much brain power. I don't even know where to put this thing. I'm just carrying it around. Okay, let's just go beat up the boss. I'm way better at that aspect. Big brain thinky part? Nah, not for me, man. Let me do the hand punchy part. I could do that for you. It's like we've entered a temple that was purely designed to summon a demon. And now we just gotta commit an exorcism. Look, you gotta get out of here, bro. I'm like ridding the world of all of the dangers just because I want a little bit of sap from a tree. Sorry, demon. I just wanted maple syrup. And now look at you. Alright, another letter from Denam. At least it's happier. I'm doing well. Slowly but surely, I'm adapting to it. Just a little longer, and then I'll truly be free. I think we gotta like warn her or something, man. It's like you can't. You gotta stop this. It feels like I gotta pull the plug somehow. I'm just telling her like, please, you can't keep doing this, Denam. And I keep giving her Phoenix Downs, and I'm worried. She's drinking bad contaminated water just for like the heck of it. She's like, I'll become immune. You won't. They say the city was built by misguided souls who clung to the dreams of reviving the long-lost age of prosperity. Now its king and his subjects dwell here in eternal afterlife. After the lich vanished through the portal, a ghostly silence ripped the chamber. So it wasn't an old temple, it's just a sad temple. Very interesting. It's you again. At least this time I know to expect you. Still weird that we're having like this awkward staring contest, but okay. It feels like this time I could actually interact with these things. I don't think I was able to do that before. They're all still sleeping though. Except for this guy. What? You're back? And then he goes right back to sleep. What is a mortal like you doing here? We've lived here quietly for a long time. So long that we've forgotten how long it's been. There is nothing for you here, and we have nothing to tell. Leave us alone. They're really sweepy guys. What, you like what you see, or is that a stare of disapproval? What do you say? How about a song to usher in your next Myrrh festival? Just 100 gil will do. 100 gil for a song, huh? Hey, and now it's the little festival song. So I think this just plays on loop. And the the character just stares coldly like, yup, guess we're in this situation, huh? I guess that's it. Oh, never mind. We're dancing. Oh, look at that. We're moving. That's pretty adorable. I heard music coming from the dirt road where I found the couple from Luda. It was too soon for the Myrrh Festival, but I stayed long enough to watch the girl dance and to reminisce about life back home. As the music played, I couldn't sit still, and I got up to join the dance. It was fun, but a little embarrassing. Okay, but that's a pretty charming moment. So I came back here for a little bit, and they're still sleeping all right. I mean, they're woken up a little bit, you know? They're like, oh man, just waking up in the morning. But it feels like we still gotta wait a little bit before they all fully wake up, you know? We wish to do nothing at all. Doing something would leave memories behind, you see? Fascinating philosophical debate, huh? Doing any sort of action results in you losing memory. And so their solution is just to not do anything. Mell. Village of legend, or rather a village trying to disappear from legend. Has time stopped here? The air is stifling. A particular wind blows through. So I've been grinding for a little bit, and we got a couple of messages at the end of every arc that I kind of want to showcase. We got this one from a random person who says, "I hope the world is covered with flowers someday." And we also got this one from Emma. "I've always wanted to write to a caravaner. I even got to touch the Moogle when I handed him this letter. Everyone was envious that I wrote to a caravaner. Take care." And I found this one really charming. Oh no. I want to say this says from Conall, curach. You can spend the rest of your lives in that little cage of yours. But if you ever feel like coming out, you're always welcome. That is work. She's not talking about us. She's talking about the little goober guys. Let's go visit the goober guys. Have a phoenix down, Denam. Please don't die on me. You're making me nervous. Alright, we're going in for another visit. Huh. This time he's not here. This time no jump scare. How is this place doing? I gotta know. By the crystal, let me sleep, will you? That one hits pretty close to home. I came all this way to find out why Moogles can survive out in the miasma. I thought we might be monsters, but it can't be. We're as different from them as we are from you. But I have a feeling that the Moogles have a lot in common with the creatures here. You know what? I can kinda see that. They're both fluffy guys. Oh, you're back. I've thought so many thoughts since we last spoke. You are attempting to do something great, so I should tell you what I know. Long ago, there existed a great crystal. People lived their lives blessed with its radiance. People lived their lives blessed with its radiance. One day, a great star fell from the sky and shattered the crystal. Miasma spread across the world. That was the beginning of it all. But shards of the crystal still keep miasma at bay. People soon gathered around them, and there they built settlements. But that was very long ago. No mortal now would know such things. Okay, that was some new lore. Thanks, big guy. Well, it's officially time. Someone's got to put an end to this. It is time to head into Mount Vallenge.
Dear Mother, it is long since I have seen you. How have you been? Each dawn reminds me of home, and each sunset gives me hope. There has been much hardship, but every time I reach a summit, splendid sights stretch out beneath me. That is what keeps me moving forward. Please take care. I will write again.
We're aware of what happens when you go to Mount Vallenge, and all the risks that you take. I mean, no better time than now. Let's get started. The note we wrote is either the note that's going to change the world, or it's our death note. After all, I don't think Gertie really expected his story to end that way. If I don't remember my past and start just randomly doing stuff, I hope I'm at least like a hot dog vendor or something. I realize I don't need any of the loot right now. This is endgame. We're not coming back here. I don't have to fight these guys. They're all gonna die when I get rid of the miasma, I think. That's how it works, right? It's like oxygen for them. If not, this is gonna be a really awkward conversation. Oh man, I'm just, ooh. Oh, we can't use, oh no. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. Ooh. Don't worry, I have a phoenix down. You don't truly die in this game. You just keep running. Okay, we gotta keep casting cure on ourselves because we don't have a way to contract. Sorry, I just gotta get out of here first. I cannot even think. I'm panicking. It looks like they just blocked our chalice. So we can breathe over here. Our crystal is alive in this section, but not over there. I'm gonna need to have a phoenix down on me. This is gonna be rough. Strategy time. We run through it all. Ooh, not a strux. This is horrible. We're running back. As I said, The plan is just to run forward and dodge everything. We are not going to attack a thing. I don't care. We gotta get out of here. Just run until your health is low, and then heal up, and then keep running until we get out of the zone. And if there is no out of the zone, this is gonna be a tough boss fight. Come on, man. Wait, Kupo. Nah, you're on your own on this one. You're useless now. I'm not helping him out. You're a crazy person. I'm the one who takes damage. What in the world is that thing? That's not a comet. That is disgusting. Alright, we gotta find a way to kill this thing. Shabab. Ooh, this thing is a hefty hitter. But so am I. Whack. You know, I think I've established a pattern where I think I'll just tank the damage, heal myself up, and then go back to spamming him. This is kind of an effective strategy. It could be worth using. Where'd he go? I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm a little bit underleveled. I realize that I'm not doing that much damage, but the boss isn't hard enough for me to worry about it. Like, I can just dodge it. I don't need to worry about damage if it never hits me. There's just gonna be a long boss fight. That just means more. Oh, we have hit like a wave 2. Oh, look at this thing. Looks like an onion. And I love killing onions. Okay, I figured out the con to this system. And that's the fact that they're really spammy with their attacks. So I could get like one hit in, and then we gotta book it a little bit. But I mean, this is doable. Like, yep, just take your shot. Oh, you missed. I go in for a punch again. And then we just repeat this song and dance over and over again. But again, it's totally possible for me to just beat him without getting a single lick of damage. That is insane. I'm just that good. I'm just that good. And luckily, you're pretty bad. So this is an excellent combo. I'm too good and you're too bad. It means free W. All right, let's go. Stage 3 of the boss fight. What's it gonna look like now? This thing kind of looks like the one from the Mushroom Forest, honestly. Oh, ew. Never mind. What in the world is happening? You're just spamming all your shots at me. I gotta think for a second. Hold on. Like, it's hard to even go in and do damage. Look at all those shots. I think I didn't even hit him that time, but I'm nervous, man. It opens up. What is happening? Oh, this is the time where I hit him. Okay, I hit that thing. Oh, but what? Who gave this plant fire, bombs, and a minigun? Chill out. I can't even enter. Oh, immediately just gets bombed and we gotta run away or else we'll die there. Oh, come on, man. How did this turn into like a war zone situation? And because I can barely get a hit in, we have been here. We have been here for way too long. I just gotta keep weaving in. I'll just keep weaving in and out. I'll just do that. So I've actually paused this game and like stood up and took a breather for a second because there is just too much that's happening. I've been doing this for 10 minutes, by the way. Just back and forth hitting him, running away, and coming back. And I think I realized like I'm way too underleveled and I should grind, but like we're already here. It's too late for that. He gotta die. He gotta die now. Okay. One good hit in is all I need. It is now or never time. Doable. Wha-bam. Okay, it needs a little bit more than one. He's so low. I said, wha-bam. No, come on. There we go. Oh, I finally died. Man, I hate that thing so much. The worst boss fight imaginable. That was stressful. Stop. Nah, no. What do you mean stop? Kill it. Haven't you seen any situation where we spare the villain? We're gonna die. Ooh, this place looks gorgeous though. Look at that. I don't know what that thing is. It looks like a small version of a town that I'm supposed to remember, but it looks too abstract for me to really know. There's a couple of them too. Maybe that's the point. They're places we forgot. The miasma have gotten us. Ooh, that's a good shot. All right, so are you the final villain? Are you the guy who I'm killing? Remember, I'm good at punchy punch, not thinky think. All right, let's talk. This is no place for you. You shouldn't have come. It's a little bit rude. You'll be easy prey for Raem. You have more memories yet to spin. Prepare yourself. You have roused Raem from his slumber. Oh, They're baddies. Ooh, look at them. I mean, look, they could be good guys, but they don't look like good guys. I'm gonna be honest. Ow! Oh, jeez! Chill out, man. I'm just running in circles. I'm not even hitting him. I'm just running in circles. Ow! Just give me a second to heal up. You see, Raem lays claim to all your memories, even those etched deeply into your minds. Hold fast to your brightest memories and step through the doors of recollection. You'll face Raem soon enough. Behold the door of recollection. Oh man, we got a thinking door. Your most powerful memories will gain you strength to pass through the door. Answer with care. We're doing a trivia game. A terrible monster of wind inhabited the Selepatation cave. What was its name? Well, I don't actually know, but I feel like it would be weird if a cave monster wasn't called the cave worm. Yes, that is right. Man, you remembered that one quite well. I sure did. I remember when Leon and Herdy came here. They love trivia night. Miasma arises from something deep within Mount Vallenge, known as the meteor parasite. Raem depends on the wicked power of miasma. So it's like they're separate entities. That's why he was trying to stop you from finishing off the meteor parasite. They are separate entities. That's really weird. Here it comes. Oh boy, yap session over. You better focus up. There it is. Man looks like a plane. Why, if it isn't Lady Mio. If you would just eat a few memories and return them as due, we could live in harmony forever. I don't know about that, Chief. Both memories and miasma are quite useful to me. For you see, of all the memories born in the world of miasma, the ones filled with sorrow are the ones most delicious to them all. Indeed, the final memories of the villagers of Tida were succulent. Alright, if we weren't gonna kill him before, we gotta kill him now. Like, he just said that. Fool. Ooh. Alright. You're like an Omega bad guy. I will let no one stand in my way. Okay, edgelord. Let's kill him. It is time to kill. You know what? Before I get these guys, whack. This is actually easier than the previous boss. It's just that they hit harder. So I kind of got to watch out more for like any attacks. But it's a lot easier to go in here and just like whack them a few times and then get out of there. Oh, yeah, like that's what I got to worry about. But I mean, for the most part, I'm just gonna be spam whacking you. You're lame. You look ugly. You look like the Captain Falcon Flyer. Got him. You. How could runs like you fell the great Raem? Though the miasma may fade away, you will not perish with it. So please, believe me. Oh, buddy, you gotta stop talking, Mio. I don't want to fade. I will not fade, even if I must possess you. Like, buddy, you're getting messed up. You're getting yourself into this. Ooh. Where are we now? We're just like in a dream state above the clouds. This is so weird. Ooh, that's the fight though. Where's the bad guy? No bad guy theme. But you can tell there's a bad guy from the camera angle. I will never fade. Bro, what is this? Bro turned into Excalibur? What are you? What are you? Man's looking like a Star Wars vehicle. Oh, wait a minute. That's a memory of mine. I can't seem to grab him though. Arion? Buddy? Don't escape from my memories. Maybe we just gotta beat him up. The memories fade. Oh no. We gotta end him fast. The longer this fight goes on for, the more I forget. No, Christy! I feel like I'm actually supposed to be able to get her, but I legitimately can't. Don't wave! That makes it worse! Get out of here, big guy. I broke the sword. Oh, it's all collapsing. Not yet. Not. Is it over? Are we gonna get like a stage 3 boss? Man, what happens to me though? Like I lost a chunky bit of memories back there. Oh, she's sitting. Either that's a good sign and you don't have to worry, or you're sitting because you have forgotten everything. Oh, okay. Probably the former. Yeah, you better go catch that thing. Well, I mean, Alright, I thought you were gonna like try to catch on to him, but yeah, just let him gently flow down to the floor. Sure. Now we can defeat the meteor parasite. Oh, now you're talking. At long last, the world can return to its proper course. O keepers of the crystal. You turn into a crystal. Thank you. Bye-bye, crystal. Hey, and now we're back here again. No, okay, it's going down. Never mind. I was panicking for a second. Like, no. Imagine the audacity to be like, all right, now fight the boss again. Yeah, I think we just got to give him one good whack, huh? I could do that. I've been wanting to kill this plant for ages. It's a bit of a coin flip, but I think this is officially the end. We have hit the end goal. We just needed to eliminate a giant parasite. We've hit the end credits. You know what? There's some flaws in this game, but it's still really charming to me. Will I play it again? Actually, you know what? Actually, the combat's kind of the combat's actually kind of addicting. I feel like I got really good with it. But nah, I gotta take a break from this game, at least for a while, Gotta forget a little bit of the memories I made to make them again, This is the final page of the journal. In this journal are written many memories, some deeply etched into our hearts, some long forgotten. The end.